You just got shut down by the police.
I assumed it would.
Okay. Welcome everyone. We're back at it again. Tadriel is something apparently, according to the chat. And the
must be out the door at 5:15.
I don't do that.
You heard me?
Yep. 5:15.
Y'all would eat at the airport.
okay,
Yes, man.
yeah,
You gotta get back in the bed. Now they're there. You gotta go pee first. Once you go upstairs, yeah.
Why did you like my bed? Like, Austin's bed.
so, the group has just encountered this lady, this 5'4" silver-haired woman with dark skin and deep black eyes, and she has just addressed Veldrin, and that is where we are now.
What he do?
What he do?
What do he?
Veldrin's immediate reaction is,
You're the one that's
I
made some dumb. I made that dumb.
never heard of that guy. I don't know what you're talking about.
He's double like ish.
Who I'm talking about? What? Veldrin, what?
I'm sorry. Who are you?
She's just kind of looking at you. She's confused.
Genuine confusion.
Come on, Veldrin. I'd never forget that face.
Veldrin, do you know this lady?
No, I don't know. Look, I'm sorry. I know who you are, yes, but look, no, I don't know. I don't know this other guy. I'm sorry.
This other guy?
What are you? What other guy?
This school whatever guy. I don't know him. Okay, you just gotta.
Who are you talking about? As the DM, I am genuinely confused. I have no idea what Veldrin is talking about right now.
Once we can. I'm not leaving yet, but give me 1 second.
Basically, Vico turns around.
So,
Veldrin was referring to the name she said at the end of last meeting.
Uh,
I think he doesn't know who she's talking about.
okay.
We're getting a bit
But,
of
okay.
background noise from Haas.
But Veldrin...
Yeah, sorry, I can't help it. I'm using wired headphones. I can't. I'm not at home, so.
Okay.
Veldrin just...
I'm trying to minimize it as much as possible.
Okay, it's fine.
Look, just... Shit.
Veldrin, don't tell me you don't remember me.
No,
It's been 6 months.
do. It's just, of course, I do remember you. I just... He's kind of like the entire time staring back at the rest of the group, just like, I don't know if I want to say this and then here.
everyone's just staring at you.
Yeah, he's just like.
Even the orcs are just like, what?
She-
Oh, yeah, we have orcs.
She she looks around at all of you and the orc standing behind you, and she asks, "May I ask who you are?"
Passing by.
Merely a few passers-by who inspected this location. But now I could ask the same thing of you. Who are you?
Indeed.
She looks at the
You saw it, didn't you?
she looks at the
Come on,
two
can you
spears
move
that Bruise is holding, and she
It's a bishop.
chuckles a little bit, and she says,
Why are you so protective of it then? Ow. Ow. I thought that was a clone.
Hi, my name is Baldassare.
So
Okay.
anyway, she looks at the two spears that Bruise is holding, and she chuckles a little bit. And she says, "I see you found my stash."
Dash?
What is going on?
You
Sorry,
implying
what happened? My father came in here. What happened?
Oh.
She was referring to the two javelins that were like made of stone that Bruce picked up out of that secret room, and
You need that headphones?
is saying that they are hers and that they were in her stash, is what she said.
Mm.
Oh, that was a dumb move.
Did you move?
Yeah.
Veldrin
I moved here.
kind of just lets
I
out,
should have left it there.
and he like walks over to her and like kind of
Veldrin
tries
did
to
that.
pull her aside.
Zach can go.
Just like kind of like walk up to her, just
Oh,
like
can't
whisper,
do
just like
that now.
he just kind of looks. He's like, just listen. Like, listen. They don't know who I am. Really, I don't. Can we talk about this later? Can we just pretend like we don't know me that well for now?
What do you want me to say?
Just. I don't know anymore. He starts like putting his hand in his hand. He's like, I could just run.
You're telling me, after 6 months that I thought you were dead, you're telling me to run? Not even considering the fact that this is my target.
Who?
Hmm?
What?
This-
Your target? What?
This whole place.
Oh, you. When did you go on missions? I thought you sent people out for this.
Normally, I would, if not for my sister, Queen, hadn't gone in here herself and then not come out. We'll talk more about this later. And she grabs you by the scruff of your neck and carries you back and just like drags you back to the rest of them. And she's like clearly, when they come back, first of all, let me just say this. The rest of y'all, they come back from like around the side of the building, and she's like dragging him by his shirt from the back, and she's clearly like ticked off, and she just says, she's like, what, like with one hand dragging Veldrin, with the other hand like rubbing like the bridge of her nose, just like, okay. What are y'all doing here?
We came to rescue some orcs.
Pretty much.
We were sent on a mission to investigate this area. Apparently, they'd been losing some of their people. So our job was to go and investigate whatever happened and rescue the orcs. Now, may I ask
Everyone else
what
is
you
dead.
are doing here? There was quite a few dangerous animals outside. I could clearly see you made it through them. May I ask, who are you?
And why do you how do you know Veldrin?
Hey, Michael, can we hear the spider
Guys.
working?
How me and Tiago know each other is no big deal.
He's an old friend. Anyway, I'm the one that killed everyone in there.
Impressive.
Ah,
You're quite the
Clearly
king.
you saw.
so
Clearly you saw the results of their horrible act.
yes.
Indeed.
Personally, I don't quite know what's going on here. I'm just out here on investigation. And I came across this. So, if you excuse me, I have business to attend to. And she tries to just walk past.
Go right ahead.
And she
Extend a gesture of gratitude out for you for helping clear out this place, as you claim.
There are monsters on the loose too.
Just gain so much.
they are monsters. They are experiments. And then she tosses Veldrin to the side, like towards the rest of y'all, and she just steps over towards the trapdoor.
Oh.
And she goes down.
That was interesting.
Veldrin goes to follow her.
Wait, she just leaves?
Yeah, she went
I
down.
mean, yeah.
Veldrin attempts to go follow her.
Veldrin?
Do you...
Just be careful of the big spider monster.
Does Veldrin, like, go down?
Veldrin does. Veldrin does not answer any of them. He just, if anybody tries to ask him a question, he just bolts down.
Also, I forgot.
You open the trapdoor, and you step down, and the staircase is empty.
Like, just, she's not there, or just, like, that she, like, how long is the staircase? Is it like the staircase we took to, I know what staircase it is, I'm stupid.
What's the spiral?
Veldrin just starts sounding like, Bianca! Just like trying to yell for her.
No response.
What?
No response.
Veldrin kind of just like, he's gonna try a few more times, and I'm just gonna assume there's no response. Is that a safe assumption, Michael?
I think. The only response is after he calls for her maybe 4 or 5 times, you just hear a ping, 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 down at the bottom of the spiral staircase.
Bang.
Veldrin,
There's something
Isn't
shiny.
it dark for me? Like, literally.
Well, it's dark, but Veldrin can, see.
oh yeah, Veldrin can see, that's right.
Yeah, see what the fuck
Stupid, I forgot that he can see. Okay,
There's something shiny at the bottom.
but Veldrin runs down to go see what it is.
It is a small silver coin with an insignia on the back and a picture of the head of the queen on the front.
Veldrin picks it up and he's gonna. Bianca, are you still here? Come on.
Nothing.
He's gonna like punch the wall a little bit, a couple times, just focus too, just to kind of get his knuckles a little bloody, being such a dumbass. And he's gonna take one last look around and then just go back up the stairs, like with his head hung, just kind of like, idiot.
Yeah.
I don't know, obviously.
No, you do know. You just.
So, Veldrin comes back up.
Veldrin? What was all of that?
But this would have been fast.
He just keeps walking.
Saved you by 1 move.
He just keeps walking where he assumes, like he doesn't know where he's supposed to go. He's just gonna assume the direction of the orc village and just walk that way.
So we're heading back.
I don't see why not. No reason to stay.
You don't have any unfinished business, Veldrin?
The finished book would probably go to him.
No, it's nothing. He just keeps walking.
Okay then. Let's head back. And on the way, let's grab Spike Boyo and bring his back.
Let's all head back to the Gork village now.
It is a 3-day journey.
You gotta pick up Spike Boy.
Can we have a long rest during the 3-day journey?
Yes.
Thank you.
Don't stop.
Well, when y'all come out, it's probably about nighttime when y'all get out of here.
We've all had a long fight. I say we rest before we head off on our journey.
Yes.
I concur.
Right, good idea.
Yeah.
I will keep watch over Vico as usual.
So y'all head down.
Go to sleep. I'm gonna go off somewhere and kind of for myself. With Galadia, the hill. No, I'm just gonna try to make sure I'm by myself.
Yeah, you can wander off into the forest.
I'm gonna bring Galadia and the Yellowstone. Just gonna before I go, I'm going to examine this Yellowstone that I retrieved.
It is it's small to fit in like the center of the palm of your hand. It is there's 2 square-based pyramids stuck to each other. It's the shape of a D8 for a better reference. It is a yellowish golden color, and it is semi-translucent, and it shimmers in the light of the stars.
Okay. Do I feel anything towards this stone?
There is a connection that it's very familiar to you, and after a couple minutes of examining it and messing with it, trying to figure out what it is exactly, you have a little image flashes through your mind of Galadia as it once was, with its bejeweled hilt and glowing blade.
Yes. I pull out the hilt and I put it into a corresponding slot on the hilt.
It fits directly into the front of the pommel, and it doesn't magnetize in or anything, but you put it in and then you let go and it just stays. And you gotta make sure that it's secure, and it's almost like it was always a part of it.
Yeah.
It never doesn't budge.
A rung on the ladder to greatness. I head back.
Hey, Michael, you
I
might
head
flip
back to where everybody else was.
Sorry, two people were speaking at once.
Awesome.
Go back to the rest of the camp where everybody else is.
Okay, so y'all are resting at like the bottom of the mountain.
Yeah.
Sure.
Michael, you mind flipping that coin?
Yeah. Can do.
Veldrin is going to sit far enough away from the camp that he's alone, but also close enough that he can like see them and see if anything happens. And he's just gonna have like sit there with Rexy out and like just flipping the coin in his hand, just like wondering why the fuck he said he didn't know her.
I'd like at some point to go and, while still like keeping. Is there a way for me to talk to Veldrin while keeping Vico in sight?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I would like to go sit down next to Veldrin. Ask him, was she the one that killed that corpse that we found? Was she the reason you were so nervous?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it? Seems like it shook you up really bad.
I prefer. I'd rather just be alone right now. Just not how I expected to see. Not how I expected seeing her again would go.
Is she an ex?
No, not really. No, just a friend. A friend.
Okay. Well, if you ever do want to talk, just tell one of us. Doesn't have to be me, but it's good sometimes to get it off your chest. And I'll walk back over to Vico.
And as you walk back over to Vico, his eyes are open.
Uh-oh.
Before we do that, let's do everybody else. Like, see what they're doing.
I mean, the only other person would be is anyone else? Let's see. Tadriel already like got his. Is Spirit doing anything?
Sulking.
He's what?
Sulking?
Oh, I thought you said smoking.
No, sulking.
He smokes now.
Yeah.
Back to the world map.
Is Nero doing anything during?
Probably sleeping at this point.
Yeah.
I guess she would have asked some of the orcs questions about what happened. Exactly.
Okay. We can. Yeah, we can do that. Like ARP do that.
Alright.
So
I guess as we set up for camp, I would imagine all the orcs are together.
yeah, they are all sort of they're sticking together because they're sticking together. They're helping set up camp because now you have a lot of people. However, a lot of them are very weak. They're doing their best to do whatever they can.
So I will go up to them.
One of them steps forward. He appears to probably be the oldest of them. And he just sort of gives you an acknowledging nod.
I nod at him back, and They say, it's not really necessary for y'all to help. We know you've been through a lot. You can just rest for tomorrow's journey.
Thank you, miss, but it really would not be fair for us not to help.
I understand. My name is Nero. Nero Lionel. And, we were sent by your tribe to find out what happened to you all. Since none of you guys returned after your expedition, and two of you are dead, sadly.
He shakes his head a little bit and he just says, it shouldn't have gone like this. We should have sent more, but it was just for some reason, Chieftain Ulfak just wanted us to come one at a time. And we couldn't handle it, obviously.
Yes.
I'm Ralph. Thank you for getting us out. These are my brothers. And he gestures back to the other five.
Uthark, yes, I know that name. He's the Red Orc, correct?
Have you met him?
We have, he is no longer the chieftain. It has been some time since you have left. The chieftain is now a orc named Goldirk.
His eyes widen at that. He just sits there and he thinks for a moment, and then he just says, "Why would father become chieftain? He never would have wanted that. Why is he chieftain?" He looks to you and he just says, "Do you know anything else?"
I know they out of character. They if I'm not recalling, they Goldirk like they relieved Uthark of his position of chieftain, right? Something happened, and
Something happened. Like basically, when this guy was sent here, Ulfark was chieftain. Between then, something happened that now Goldrick is chieftain.
yeah, I don't know that, right?
Well, you 100% would be gathering that right now, considering you don't know that already, and you don't know what it is that happened.
I don't know that what happened, but yeah. Okay. We do know there was a switch, we just don't know how. Well, sorry to say that we're as clueless as you. We only arrived at the village a week, if I'm remembering correctly. We only been there for 3 days.
I see.
Basically.
I'm anxious to get back. I must question my father.
He seems to be taking the position well.
He's a very different man from Ulfark. Very different.
How?
I can't imagine that at home is at all the same. He's just pondering that for a while.
You have a lot to catch up with your old man when you come back. But I must ask,
Indeed.
what happened? They all ambushed you one by one?
Well, my personal experience was I came here looking for clues as to what these men in the mountain were doing, and why, whenever they showed up, there always seemed to be plagues and wars soon after. And I scaled the mountain, and I found nothing inside, and as I went around, the place seemed to be abandoned, and then next thing I knew, I was waking up with an aching head in a jail cell. And as for my brothers, all of our experiences have been different. And they've tried to experiment on some of us. Honestly, we're lucky to be alive.
Indeed.
They seem to be angering the elements. They're taking things that should not be. It's maddening what goes on in there.
I see. Well, I don't believe we told you as yet, but everyone in there is dead. Not by our hands, but apparently by the hands of, the woman said that she killed them, right?
Yes.
Yeah, by the hands of, that woman.
He nods, because, I mean, he was there when she said that. So, he nods, and he says, she must be terrifying. But,
And that also gives us some information that whoever these people were, they were not friends with the people beneath. Or at least some of them. There's more to this whole plot than meets the eye. There's just some simple cults, I believe.
yeah, although I've never seen a cult dabbling in science.
Indeed. Certainly the weirdest cult I've ever came across. The only one. But
he laughs a little bit, and he says, "Aye," and then he goes to go back to his prepping for nightfall.
Yeah, I will. Nero would just walk back, and she will sit by a tree and start thinking about stuff.
So unless Bruise is doing anything special.
Bruise would like to sit next to a tree He would like to take out his axe. He would like to chop down the tree. This is Bruise. Anyway, he's going to take the brush from the top of the tree and make a, you know how in the imperial days, how queens had the headdresses? I'm going to make a headdress out of the brush.
Okay.
And then I'm going to present it to what's the face?
Tanya.
His character.
Describe the face. No, I'm gonna present it to Veldrin because he seems like he needs a pick me up. He's a very artistic person, so I give it to him.
Artist.
Good move.
Well, then Bruise is presenting you with a
What is?
With a very large, floofy headdress made out of branches and leaves.
He burns it.
Veldrin's just gonna kind of like. I mean, he'll probably take it, and yeah, he'll just take it and kind of look over and be like, "Yeah, thanks," and just set it next to himself and just kind of like go back to looking at the coin and everything, just kind of like keeping to himself.
You welcome, Veldrin. And then I just go away and I go hunt. I go look for
You
food.
what?
Okay.
I'll go look for food, and then that's what I'm doing.
God, my ears are my hearing is so bad.
Bruise can go out and find food. However, y'all are now moving, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16 people, so Bruise is not going to be able to find enough food for all these people on.
I'm gonna just like I'm gonna give him a couple of my rations. Just
Yeah, because I think between the two of us, we have 10.
Yeah, I have like 8 days left. Yeah, 8 days.
I have 8 days left, I believe, as well.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, I have 8 days.
So you could feed all of us for 1 day.
Yeah.
So
I think if Tadriel will give them his, and then Bruise.
You can talk about that in the morning.
We'll talk about that in
the
the
night.
yeah, it is still nighttime, so I feel like Bruise would probably go hunting in the morning.
Yeah. But after that, I'm gonna quickly run over to Veldrin. Want to ask him something?
Man, it's the Veldrin hour.
It is the Veldrin hour.
It is.
Veldrin saddles up beside him. Tadriel
I kind of quietly pull up to him, and I'm gonna start speaking. I know we haven't had the best relationship in this group, but there's the small favor I wanted to ask of you. You're gifted in smithing and crafting things, correct?
Yeah.
I wanted you to make something for me. Can you? I need you to make I wanted you to make an amulet in the symbol of this, and I'm gonna use my light cantrip to make the symbol on my chest glow. I understand if you can't do it, but it's just a favor. And I was hoping you could do it. I'll pay you if you want.
By the way, this is the symbol that always goes on his chest. It is something along the lines of this. That's terrible. Wait. But it's something along the lines of this. I'm terrible at drawing with a mouse, but I think you get the idea.
The split moon. Veldrin's just gonna be like, just remind me another time. I can't really do it right now. No smithing tools or anything. Yeah, and he's gonna kind of like get up and walk away to a different spot. So you can try to stay out of sight of people a bit better, so nobody fucking approaches him.
Okay.
I retreat back to the sleeping area.
So, I believe at this point we can. Daniel, if you're ready, we can do
Yeah.
funny time.
Alrighty.
Oh.
So.
Spaghetti-o.
Spaghetti.
Hold on. Okay.
Touch him like spaghetti.
So, Vico's laying down. And so Erin walks off to go talk to Veldrin, and Vezaz takes this as sort of an opportunity, and he just very quickly takes over Vico. So as Erin's walking back, Vico's eyes are glowing red, which is the same as last time. But now his mouth is also emitting like a red kind of glow.
Oh, not you again. It is Vezos, correct?
Yeah.
Hold on.
This isn't just a Vico pulling a prank.
No, that imbecile wouldn't have any idea how to do a correct one. You caught me, Professor. I was really hoping to be able to just sneak off and be on my way.
I don't think so. I'm gonna take Peter out, and I'm gonna put him on the ground, and I'm gonna say, well, you see, this is a good chance to try out my new trick. I've taught my spider to use the sort of venom that paralyzes its target. It's non-lethal. You know it wouldn't actually hurt Vico. But it's enough to keep you from getting away. I'd like to roll deception.
Yeah, go for it.
Wait, let me use
What's Vico's passive insight?
a nat 20.
Oh,
Oh,
never mind.
okay, well
Never
then.
All right.
Yeah, that beats it.
That in fact beats it. So yeah.
Sleep. Or I paralyze you, and you have to sit here all night.
You know, Professor, you're one of the very few people who really get on my nerves. I think you're top 3 right now. You keep forcing me back, but every time that you force me back, he becomes weaker, and I more powerful. So, keep on trying, and pushing me down and pushing me down. I'll only come back up twice as hard, twice as strong.
Yes, but you see, I will always have a way of dealing with you. I know Vico's listening, and I will let him know that I guarantee I will always find a way to deal with you.
Touches me right in my heart. Well, what part of the heart I can't feel. You know, I am sort of going a bit, no. And he just falls over as if he was paralyzed. The red light just dispels, and Vico is now unconscious. there's that.
Well, Erin?
I'm just sorry. I'm just over explaining how that worked.
Yeah.
Why couldn't you do that the first 2 times?
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna sit back down and start reading my book.
Okay. So you just leave him?
No, I'm gonna still watch him.
Yeah, I mean like. Yeah.
I'm just gonna go back to what I normally.
He began to get up and he started walking away, and then that's when you put Peter on the ground. And so he just like fell down on the ground. You're not gonna tuck him back into bed. You're not gonna tuck the homie back into bed.
Oh,
No, the
I'll put
homie
him
can
back
ride.
on.
There he is.
I guess.
You always tuck the homies in the bed.
And then give him a kiss on the cheek.
You gotta kiss the homies goodnight.
Yeah.
Don't let the bed bug bite or the demons consume you.
Demons.
So yeah.
What happens when morning comes?
We all die.
Slowly but surely, the sun begins to rise on a new day. And despite being sore from your previous run through that hellish place, you all feel a bit rested, and you're ready to move on. How's Vico feeling this morning after his little escapade?
Same as usual. He's asleep for far longer than usual. This time for, I'd say, an hour longer than last. So yeah.
So, Bruise goes and hunts, and brings back another boar.
Yeah, Spirit will get food too.
Hey, is Spirit getting food for like all the food he can, or just?
Yeah, he's getting all the food he can.
All right, then between Spirit's gathering and Bruise's hunting, y'all are able to gather up enough food for everyone. Exactly enough food for everyone, actually. Actually, no, more than, because I just realized there are 6 wolves, not 8. So, God, I really miscounted. Wait.
He added a couple people there.
I thought that 16 number was a little big. I was like, what?
Yeah, no, there's 12. I don't know where that came from. All right.
You counted Bezos and Leo.
Also, don't forget about little Peter.
Yeah.
Little Peter
and the flame spirit. And the flame spirit. Don't worry.
The flame spirit.
Peter can find his own food, right?
Yeah, Peter can find his own food. That's one thing. He hunts in a very brutal fashion. Because his poison actually is paralyzing. Maybe not to a human, but it is a slow paralyzing poison, and he will hunt things down, capture them, and then bite them to poison them, and then let them go just to chase it again, knowing that it will definitely not be able to escape that time.
It is a very fun creature.
Veldrin is going to barely pick at his breakfast today.
I think
basically give the rest of his food to Rexy. He's got 3 heads to feed instead of Veldrin's 1.
Spirit will do a similar thing, only he's not going to give his food to anyone.
Nice.
Spirit's just eating very little. Veldrin is passing most of his food to Rexy, who is also only nibbling.
I'm eating as much food as I possibly can.
Okay. Bruise.
I eat with a big old grin on my face.
Bruise
Happy grin.
is playing vacuum cleaner.
He's eating on them.
They call me the trash compactor.
The human.
You know what
They call me the trash man.
Because in 1999, I brutally murdered 27 people.
And ate them.
Chop them up into little bits and just like a Hoover.
Yo,
vacuum.
the other day, I don't even remember what it was I was looking up. I was looking up something in biology involving, like, drinking human blood. Like, is that okay? And the first thing that came up was an article on vampirism as, like, a communal thing that people will do.
Yeah.
And the first line on the website was, remember, the most important thing with vampirism is consent. And
Yeah. It's a fetish. It is sadly a fetish. Anyways.
I didn't need to hear it's a fetish.
Yeah, come on, you just ruined the night for me. I gotta go, guys. Honestly, this isn't worth it anymore.
Okay, guys, you guys aren't into vampirism, so I'm going to head to the hot topic.
Wait a minute.
Are we just doing another day of travel?
I mean, yeah, there is another day of travel. If y'all have anything y'all want to do, then we can do that. If not, then we can just go.
I'd like to, at some point, go up to Veldrin and ask him, Veldrin, would you mind taking your pet out for a second?
Everyone's like, Veldrin this, Veldrin that.
Veldrin this, Veldrin. You know what?
Is this during breakfast?
It can be at any time. I don't really.
I'm pretty sure at this point Veldrin's just gonna have Rexy out with him for a while, so Rexy's probably just walking next to him.
I'd like to cast Speak with Animals. See what they say.
Oh.
You gotta come with your voice.
Alright. This is what we needed. Okay.
You know it.
The orcs are just confused as to why there's a Hydra next to us.
Hang on. Let me look at his intelligence score. Hold up. I need to know how he speaks.
I have multiple heads. One of them just died.
Now there's 2 more.
He currently has 2 heads. Every time y'all take a long rest, if he has any more heads than 2, the extras fall off.
Oh my.
So sad.
I used to have 3. Now I have 2.
Let it die.
Here it is. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Intelligence score of 2, so he can only communicate in words, in short words. All right.
My name is
This goes.
Okay. You go. You walk up beside the tiny little Hydra pup waddling along with its 2 legs. What do you do?
I like to say.
What are you saying? It's 2 heads, both just like immediately look up at you and it's hi.
What's your name?
In sync, it's Rexy.
How are you feeling right now, Rexy?
Oh wait, Rexy hadn't. Okay, I was completely misthinking this dynamic for a second. Yeah, he. See, it was about. That depends on the time of day.
Ooh, buddy.
We'll just say it's like midday. Hungry, tired.
don't actually know what to ask. How do you feel about Veldrin?
Just the tough question.
The two heads give two different responses at the same time. One says good, the other says overbearing.
I'll tell Veldrin that they like him.
God damn.
Veld is just kind of standing there during this, going, what are you doing?
I don't know. I was kind of bored. I've been reading this one novel over the past couple of weeks, and it's honestly dragging on for way longer than it should. So I just needed some variety.
Imagine only playing the panther for like 3 weeks.
So you were talking to Rexy?
Oh yes.
What do you say?
He said they are hungry and tired. And they both think well of you.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Ask.
What did you ask them anyway? You just asked them if they were hungry?
I asked them how they were feeling and what their thoughts were of you and what their name was.
Good liar. They start like bickering, like they start like fighting with each other. The two heads.
Hey, no, you two don't do that, no.
No, we wouldn't want to.
Long live the king.
They both just like look up at you, and then the one that was being slightly more brooding, just like, while keeping eyes locked with you, just very quickly just bites the other one off, and it grows into two more.
Very nice.
Oh my god!
He killed his brother. Oh no.
That stub grows into another two heads, and they both look at you. Hi.
So I suppose you are Rexy?
All three in unison. Yes.
Hold on, let me get this straight. Did somebody just cut off one of the Hydra's heads?
Rexy cut off his head.
Rexy cut off Rexy.
Wait, he cut off his own head?
Yeah, he bit it
Yeah,
off.
the two
bit the other one off.
the two of them started bickering, and then one of them bit the other one off, and it grew into two more.
My God.
It's so horrifying, but so cute.
Jesus.
Oh.
No, it's just horrifying.
Just horrifying.
He's cannibalizing himself.
Well, he didn't.
He didn't eat it.
He just.
I still consider it cannibalism.
How is it cannibalism?
I
Even
don't
then,
know.
it'd be auto cannibalism because he's eating
Is it
himself.
Does it count as suicide?
God damn.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Okay, quick question, Michael.
Yeah.
When you speak with animals, can other people always hear me? Like, do they understand what I'm saying, or is it
They
like
can't understand what you're saying, but they can hear you. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
okay.
like how it was with when Bruise did speak with animals with the dogs, where it's like he was barking and howling.
Okay.
So
I'm
like
like hissing and
you're like hissing, clicking.
Harry Potter, y'all.
God damn.
Okay, so I would like to ask them what they think about the dark lady we ran into.
Ooh.
Uh,
Oh.
Let's see. Don't know her. Scary. Get away.
Wait.
Well, I don't think I have anything else to ask.
Rexy's now waddling along with 3 heads that occasionally bicker and. How long
So
does
they're just gonna be like standing there like, what the hell just happened?
So now it's like Rexy's waddling around, occasionally snatching up any bugs that are smaller than him, and a lot of the time just like looking around with massive eyes just at everything, even though everything looks the same as it did before.
Just occurred to me the music wasn't all that fitting.
I approach Vico.
I'd like to point out Vico's walking with the winter clothes on. He's wearing the hood over his head. Winter cloak, I should say, not clothes.
Yeah,
Cloak.
You doing okay? I mean, you seemed very distraught back when we were in that dungeon.
Fine.
You seem to have some kind of breakdown. You almost died.
Breakdown.
When we were in that place when you and Nero went to talk to those orcs and that dog was in that room, I asked Nero if it was in pain, it was suffering, and I told Nero I thought it'd be best to put it down, and I did. I put it out of its misery, and what do I see the next minute I walk into the next room? I see Bruise feeding the orcs those pears and heals all their wounds. I could have saved the dog.
Don't beat yourself up, Vico. You didn't know. You didn't know.
If my time has taught me anything, especially if my time with Nero, ignorance is not an excuse.
I see. I know something's been going on with you. I know you've been sleeping in a lot. You've been seeming just somewhat distraught in general. Don't forget, despite the conflict that exists between us, I will always be your ally, and that will always tie us together. I am here to help you.
Thank you.
After y'all are on the road today for maybe an hour, you see off in the distance something very large, very, very large, and gray and black. Can't quite make out what it is yet.
How
roll
far away
perception?
would you say it is, though? Can we make like a perception check?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll perception.
Okay.
15.
Okay, let me roll.
Oh, yeah, that would probably help if I rolled, wouldn't it?
Okay. 11.
Where are the orcs in terms of
Truly.
like
Behind us.
they're behind us?
You said
Yeah,
perception, right?
Yes, I did.
Do
So
any of them
they-
look cold?
Yeah. Well, did you say old?
I said cold.
Oh.
I think I might like give like my cloak to one of them.
It's not terribly cold, but it is. It's winter,
Yeah.
so
It do be winter though.
Are they in decent shape? They look. Do they look substantially better?
they're beat up, but they're in good enough shape to make the journey. Tadriel, you probably would go up, and Rarfu would step up when you approach, and if you offer him the cloak, he would thank you, and he goes and he gives it to who appears to be the youngest of them.
Okay.
The object that y'all are seeing is probably like a good 3/4 of a mile away.
Alright, so with my 15, do I notice anything about it, or is it just...
It's seemingly made of stone, whatever it is.
Oh no.
So what did
Heads up.
Nero roll?
And we didn't see it on the way up, right?
No, you did not.
Clearly
It is in the path that y'all tracked it initially.
So David, what did you roll?
I rolled a 15.
Okay. Well, I didn't do much better. I got a 16.
Yeah, so you would notice the time.
Yeah, it's made of stone, whatever it is.
Heads up. Something new is on the road. It appears to be made out of stone. Could be another warning.
Could be another spire.
Whatever it is, I say we stay on guard.
Indeed.
I motion the orcs to kind of like stay a bit back, like a little
Oh
bit farther back.
no. They should get closer to us.
Like, because like, well, I mean, like the stone the stone like object is like ahead of us, right?
Yeah, that doesn't mean they won't come from behind us.
Okay.
We learned from our mistake not to let vulnerable people on the back.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you're right.
We've done that twice now, and that cost us. So
yeah,
they're gonna be near us. I feel like we should be sparse, but we should definitely have people next to them.
Yeah.
So I would say, what's our marching order again? So I would say probably Nero and Vico would be at the front since we saw it.
Yeah.
I'd like to throw my hat in the ring to be in the front.
I feel like
since
I'd be
can
traveling
take the
like
most
very
damage.
close to Nero and Vico.
Okay, so if that's the case, I would probably tell Tadriel to hang out with the orcs, just to be next to them. Whether he does it or not, it's up to him. And then keep the spellcasters in between.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be towards the front too.
Okay, so that's 3 fighters in the front, 1 fighter in the back. Spellcasters in the middle.
4 in the front, because there's Bruise, you, I, and Tadriel.
No, but I told Tadriel to go in the
Yeah,
back.
I'll stay. I'll listen to Nero and I'll guard the orcs as best I can.
At least, if they do come up from behind, we have some.
Yeah.
We have.
I'm gonna give the strongest of the orcs my other great sword, my old great sword.
Yeah, Rafu takes it and he nods and
We may need
gets
it.
himself used to the waiting.
Sorry, it's not as good as Golduck's.
It will
But we
do.
may
Thank
need it
you.
in case we can defend ourselves.
Thank you. And y'all move forward. As y'all move closer, you can tell that this thing is definitely made of stone. It seems like almost something that like exploded. And there's just like all these amalgamations of like thin rocks, like long thin rocks connected to each other, and it's kind of difficult to make out what it is.
Is it like tall, or is it just like how
It's
tall is it?
very big. It's like
Crater?
it's maybe 15 feet tall.
Is there a crater?
Slightly.
Is it completely blocking our path?
No, like you can just walk around it. But
So it's a pillar.
it's not a pillar.
It's not a pillar.
It's got a large like circular center, and it's got all these like long. It's got a like oblong stone in the middle, and it's got all these like long, thin stones coming off of it, connected to more long, thin stones.
Is it like an obelisk?
No.
So it's like
I think
it's a.
I think it's more of like a. I think it's more of like a kind of think of it like a tree. I think.
Let me put it this way. Roll investigation if you want to try and figure out where it is.
I'll roll.
I'll also
Don't know
roll.
what it is.
I'll
Don't care now.
intently stare at it. Okay, that's a
That's an
14.
Hold on. What's my investigation? I rolled a 12.
Nat 20.
Veldrin got a nat 20. Hey. Veldrin, you're looking at this, and it takes you a minute, because one, you do not expect it to be here, and two, it's disfigured almost beyond recognition. This is the spider.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh.
Shit.
How did it get ahead of us without us knowing?
Maybe there's more than one.
Oh god.
That is.
That's a horrifying thought.
That is freaky.
Guys, doesn't this remind you of that big spider thing?
The spider. It was on the ground, though, Belgian.
But it looks the same, doesn't it?
She looks at it and he's like, "Oh shit! How the? Wait,
how did it pass us up?
There's a few possibilities.
Indeed.
Is it like?
Spiders
Is it alive, Mike?
far
No,
faster than we realized.
It's very, very dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured. I realized you said it's disfigured.
Either it can teleport and it met its end out here, or it met an end in the base, and someone moved its corpse here.
But Nero, what if there's more than one?
I mean, we only saw one. We only heard one.
But that doesn't mean there's not more than one.
Either way, if there were more than one down there, then they still have to do the same thing to get the other one up here.
Yeah, they would have to still.
We only have heard one down there.
We only heard one. We only saw one. We can only infer there is one.
It could be more above ground elsewhere, but
This doesn't seem like
I'm
it
just
would be
saying
a
it-
natural occurrence.
Oh hell no!
Does it matter where it came from? I think we should be more worried about what killed it.
Exactly. I think for certain
Most
that
definitely.
whoever I have a sneaking suspicion that is Veldrin's friend that killed this thing.
We have to be
I'm sorry. Did you just say she did that? No. No.
She did seem intent on destroying everything down there, and this was down there.
Didn't she say that she did all of that down there?
She did. It may have
She
gotten
really
on
beat
the
this
way.
thing by herself.
Oh no.
Veldrin's now even more confused than before.
Veldrin knows like who she is.
Yes, he does, but he doesn't know how. I'm sure he knows who she is and how capable she is as a fighter, but it's like Can she do this? Can she really beat that giant spider by herself?
When
Who
we were
knows?
too scared to do it, yeah.
Secondhand knowledge.
I feel, huh? Well, either way, it's dead now. I guess we have to be more worried with her.
Should be a bit more
The
cautious.
question is, though, like, why would she bring it up here if she did kill this thing? Is it a warning now to us? Because this is in our path. This is intentional. She just could have just left it there. Left it here.
Sure, it's a warning.
It is a warning, but why? Is it a warning to Veldrin? If so, why?
I'd like
Some of
to, well, Michael. I'd like to.
So let him answers.
Mm.
So, okay. So I'm assuming. Should I roll a history check? Because we've talked about this a bit. So, Vico knows about the Fae, right? We talked about this a little bit.
Theoretically.
Okay. Should I roll like a history check to see if like I know like exact specifics or if I just have a general idea?
Yeah, both for me.
Okay. I have an idea. Oh, a nat 1.
Mm. You're not really sure.
Okay.
Yeah, you know that there is there's where you are. There's saturated land, and then there's grayscale land. That's about it.
Grayscale.
Grayscale land.
So we got
Vico
normal,
amnesiac.
saturated.
Yeah, I have great skills. I wouldn't exactly call myself a land, but
Can Veldrin make a further investigation check, like go up to the spider's body and like investigate to see if he can see any signs of it possibly being the Dark Lady who did this?
Yeah, roll investigation.
Okay. Fuck.
12 is enough because it is not very hidden. In like the center of it, which seems like almost the source of the almost explosion, I guess you could say, that is this corpse. There is a hole straight through to the ground, and at the bottom there is another coin.
Oh. This is.
Veldrin immediately just starts yelling, Bianca!
Oh, I think that it probably was her,
That settles that.
and it's
let's
probably
be-
definitely a warning. So
It's most definitely a warning.
yes, it is. But
Veldrin starts
Quiet.
frantically looking around to see if there's anything that leads him, like any clue of where she went.
why does she care what we do? We're not in.
I don't think it's what she. I don't think it's she caring what we do. I think she caring what Veldrin does.
Possibly. Yeah, you're probably right. I swear. Alright. Let's keep moving. There's no reason to stay here. She's dead. There's nothing here for us. Vico, why is your phone going off?
Vico, I told you to leave it in the car.
God damn it.
Phone. What is this fuck you, Vico?
Blast! Be God!
We're supposed to be on a family trip, and you're going off.
You're not my mom.
You're
Yes,
ruining the movies for everyone, Vico.
Cut off.
Don't you... Hey, don't use your sass on me, alright?
Where's your motivation?
My motivation. I'll show you my motivation.
Smite slap. 22 points of damage.
Damage.
So the Asuna slap.
Oh no.
Vico. Make an
Vico.
unarmed attack.
Who the fuck's Rosalia?
Who the fuck is Rosalia? Oh no. It's okay, my wife punches me during sex. Alrighty.
All right, I guess we keep going.
Whew. Okay. So I'll just, I guess, sidestep it and
Yeah.
Brisk pace.
move
I mean,
along.
is there anything else near it besides that coin that Veldrin found?
I mean, you can look, but
I mean, if we
let's just say roll.
all right, perception or investigation?
Either one. Look at different things.
Wait, what? So perception, I guess. I got a 6. I don't see anything.
Are we all rolling, or is it just her?
I mean,
was gonna say,
you can. She's just kind of looking around, like, is there anything else going on here?
I don't see anything.
I'm not gonna roll.
18.
I will not roll either.
Was that 18 for investigation or for perception?
Hey, can I roll too?
You can.
Yeah. But I was asking, was that 18 perception or investigation?
Investigation.
Okay. You're looking, and they've been covered surprisingly well, but there are skid marks on the ground, like
Damn spider.
leading to it, like it was dragged here.
Okay then.
That's funny.
You know,
I
spider
can just
done
imagine.
shitted it on the ground.
I can just imagine this drow girl. She's like, does she look buff when we met her? Like, did she look?
I mean,
essentially like
she was
Nero?
small. She was like 5'4",
Oh my
and
That is extremely
I mean,
tall for drow standards.
she
my
looked
lord.
toned. She didn't look,
So she looks like Nero.
swole, but yeah.
She looks like Veldrin.
Yeah.
She looks like female Veldrin, just shorter.
And she,
Yeah.
I can just
Like,
imagine
or like shorter Black Nero.
the small dissimulated just
Also,
dragging
Also-
big ass spider.
also
that's
her
way
eyes,
bigger
her eyes were completely dark, like void.
Are Belgians not?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, Veldrin's got color.
Alright, so it's just I just find it funny, just this small girl just dragging a spider 3 times her size.
It's an honest living.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Yeah, more than you could do.
What?
Fair point. No, that's a fair cop.
No, he's got a point.
No, he's got a butt.
I don't know why that shot was fired.
He's got a
Damn.
point.
Alright, let's head back.
Alright. Wait, Garrett? Wait. Erin, let's head back to the...
Let's head back
The spider or head back to
Let's
the
head
camp?
back to the building.
Oh, let's not head back to the building. Let's head back to the orc camp.
Let's do the two actually.
We're gonna do a
Oh,
360.
camp it is.
We're gonna do a 180, and then we're gonna do a 360 when we get back.
Exactly.
Wait.
So,
Dance party.
Yeah.
so I think we all march forward.
Okay. Y'all move on forward. You have the rest of the day to do whatever you would like, and then you have one more day of travel, and then you will be there.
I'd like to break with Nero, just let her know that that Vezos is getting worse. That is all.
Question: does he ever? Now, I mean, Daniel, I'm not sure the exact thing about this, if he has to hear it or not. But does he ever actually use the name Vezos?
I think I would, because I know it, and I don't. I wouldn't see any.
Erin as a character would have no reason not to.
Yeah. That's kind of just what I'm asking.
Same with Nero. She would have no reason not to say it.
I
wouldn't say that out of courtesy.
Try not to be within earshot of Vico. Possible.
Yeah, you can just drag me back because he's in the front.
Yeah. I'm just gonna walk close to Bruise.
Yeah. It's getting worse. Did he say anything? Did he say anything?
Vezos is getting worse. It seems like he might be gaining in power. So, just thought I'd let you know, in case you have a way of dealing with him that I don't know about.
I have an idea that I can do, but I honestly don't know if it can work. This Vezos is certainly predicament. Because I don't exactly know what it is. It's bad. It possibly is evil. But what is it really? Something I can't put my finger on. And that annoys me to a great extent.
Well,
I think I know someone that may have an idea. Actually, she wouldn't know. She doesn't say that.
okay.
No, it's something I thought of, but she wouldn't know.
Well, what did you think of? I'm
Shaman.
curious. The shaman. Oh.
He knew that
I mean,
Tadriel was an Asimar.
yeah.
Maybe he can just reveal some information. I don't think he knows everything, but he can probably lead us on a path. I don't know. I know that, but Tadriel hasn't spoken to me about that stuff yet, so I don't know that.
Same.
So,
Well, good talk.
indeed. Oh, by the way, nice spell.
Yes.
That certainly is a party trick.
Well, I suppose it's no use hiding that it's a bit more than party tricks.
I figured that eventually you would learn to cast more things. Though it isn't a spell I've really seen before.
Oh.
So...
It was one of the first that I learned. I'm not entirely sure of its origin, though.
So...
I
what'd you
couldn't...
name it?
What was that?
What'd you name it?
I
I
had thought of that before.
So...
Perhaps some sort of blast?
That's so important, though. How about, blast? How about...
Smellish blast?
Smellish? Oh, how did it look like, by the way?
It's a golden stream of characters that...
Oh.
From my hand.
So you're basically like shooting words.
Basically.
Wait, like arcane symbols?
Yeah.
Really making an eldritch out of here. Yeah.
Think the lowercase r from Enter the Gungeon, but more eldritch.
Eldritch grammar.
So maybe I'll call it Eldritch Blast. That has a ring to it.
It was a little tacky to me.
Yeah, sounds kind of boring. No.
It's called a squid gut.
Squid gut.
Piranha gun. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Well, no. Maybe you can ask Vico for a better name. He's pretty
I'll
creative.
just call it Fireball. Wow.
Fireball. Sure.
Vico killer.
Well, no.
Vico saver.
Well, no, it's what you're gonna end up having to use.
No. Okay, I'm gonna fall back in line and.
Hey, I'm gonna head up. Go back to the front.
If he ever has to use Eldritch Blast on Vico, it's just gonna be Final Flash versus Cell. The only thing you'll be feeling is oblivion! Either that or disappointment. Go ahead, flip that coin. That's what it is.
Kiko, whatever.
Kiko, fuck yourself.
So, anyone else gonna do anything?
Is anything else happening, or are y'all making another day?
I think I'm gonna
of travel.
to Nero at nightfall.
Alright.
Alright. Y'all.
Wait until like anybody else wants to do anything.
Nope.
Okay. About mid-afternoon, it actually starts to snow.
No, at least it's not raining.
Very lightly.
Vico actually pulls the hood off.
It
Unless
snows.
the-
Does it go south? No.
Walking went to
The snow blends into his hair, but it's...
What?
What is this?
What's this? There's wet stuff in the air.
What's this?
Fireball.
Vico's hair went from white to glittery white.
His hair clad in shimmering samite.
Canonically, Tadriel still has a flower in his hair.
Are we?
Yeah? Unless it's fallen out amidst all the battles, which I mean, I really wouldn't be surprised considering there's nothing really holding it in there, because
the fact that
Tadriel doesn't wear his hair up.
Yeah.
Considering the fact that he just yells and starts randomly flailing at things, yeah.
It's held in there by a combination of matted sweat.
Oh.
Oh no.
I feel like sweat would lubricate it to fall out.
Unless you
Not
just,
his
unless
sweat.
you just don't
At
brush your
first.
hair, in which case.
Also, Tadriel's an Asimar. He's like naturally less dirty than most people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that
Tracy,
idea doesn't work.
What do you mean most people?
What do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean?
Ben, were you trying to say something earlier?
Oh no, Snow's just confusing spirit.
Oh, okay.
What?
Spirit is spirit.
Spirit has a question mark over his head.
Wait, he's a World of Warcraft quest giver? I must talk to him.
Let's talk. You must return my slave.
You need help finding your son. No, Marshall, he's down red. I can't believe you haven't seen the posters.
No, we're not starting that right now.
Alright.
The scent of
most
bean.
foul.
Alright.
Okay, so you'll set up camp and night falls. Are the Insomniacs doing anything during this time?
Well,
Are the Insomniacs doing anything?
Watching.
Veldrin's going to decide to actually, before a combat, turn his armor into arcane armor. Because it literally does nothing up until I use it in combat, except give me like an increased walk speed if I pick that one. But I think I'm going to go with the, I'm going to turn it into arcane armor, and I'm going to give it the, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to give him just the Guardian role. The Guardian model.
So is he like fashioning this out of like wood and stuff that he's finding, or?
Oh, no, it's more so, it's just his normal armor he's wearing. He has studded leather armor on right now. It's just that armor. He's just going to use his smith tools and basically channel his magic through his tools and into his armor and turn it into the arcane armor.
Okay.
And then he's basically just going to, like, I don't know, tap his chest piece from his armor and have it all fold up into like a band that goes across his chest. Because he can.
So now Veldrin is no longer wearing armor. He's wearing a band across his chest as though he has boobs to wrap.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
Spirit's gonna like.
I was thinking more over the shoulder, like kind of like a diagonal one.
Alright, what's Spirit doing?
Spirit's just gonna sit near Veldrin, but he's not gonna say anything.
Like, he's just gonna take solace in company.
Yep.
The fact that you said solace and not solace just...
So
Shut.
Shut.
Broly? Alright, Daniel, do you want me to...
No, not
before
Before we go into the next night, Tadriel wanted to talk to me before.
Yeah, he did.
I will do it. Yes. Now,
Mm-hmm.
do you remember the day that I came to you? Yes.
I do.
I remember it perfectly. I had
Mhm.
fallen. I at a time I was overcome with rage, the feeling of failure and guilt. Came to you, no memory of who I was, and you accepted me. I always hoped that someday I could repay you for that.
She smiles softly.
I've been slowly piecing everything back together.
Oh. You have. Wonderful.
I know what I'm here for. I know what I must do.
Is that?
I must destroy the man who did this.
Who
did everything. It's hard to explain. Everything
She knows
that I
what
had
you're talking
ever
about.
that I have ever upheld was destroyed, forgotten by the world. But I'm here to bring it back. And I will do my best. Thank you for everything you've done.
Why, of course. I'm always here for you, Tadriel. And I will be here for you. Because I will help you in this.
There's,
The world needs to
like,
remember what happened.
I managed to speak to the shaman of the York tribe. He
The
gave
shaman?
me the answers. He was able to show me the answers. Some of the answers I had been looking for.
Did he now? Interesting. Alright. So,
I hope I can do my best to keep this group together. Our unity is the only thing that will give us strength here. I watched as the Orcs, they abandoned unity, and in turn they failed. They fell apart. I do not wish for that to happen to us. I know the relationships between our group, Veldrin, my troubled relationship with Vico, they've been somewhat taxing, but I hope that we can all come to do our best to overcome that.
I do as well. I believe we are on a path that will lead us to very dangerous people. And
We're here to face them together.
we need to face them together. Because if we don't, I will not lose any of you.
I know that.
So, good night.
Good night, Nero.
We return in the morning.
Yep.
Okay, so
Can I just say, Vico is just gonna stay up tonight. He's gonna stay up and he's gonna just probably write in his poetry book and he's gonna just discuss it with Erin.
Okay, can you roll me Constitution?
Sure. I can do that. Constitution saving throw or just
Yeah.
con?
Okay.
Save.
Oh, 26.
Nice.
Alright, you're fine.
Holy Schmidt.
You power through being tired.
These are Schmidt games.
To end your day sleep.
Bruce.
Yes.
So, night falls, you go to sleep. Around probably like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, you wake up, like shoot awake. There's something calling to you, but it is unfamiliar to the previous time. This is something completely different. It's not nearly as vast and arcane as the last one. This is it. There's something urgent and desperately trying to call for anyone.
Can I get a feeling of where it's coming from?
Deeper into the forest.
Alright, is anybody else, like, everybody else is just sleeping?
Some people are sleeping. I mean, Erin and
Sleeping very comfortably.
Vico are currently, like, up and talking. I mean, Veldrin and Spirit are. I'm not sure. Veldrin might be in trance. I mean, it depends.
Alright. I'm gonna get up, get like suited for battle, and I'm gonna go walk very like sneakily so I don't wake anybody else up towards Veldrin and Spirit.
Towards
with
Veldrin and
haste.
Spirit?
Yes, with haste.
Post haste.
Okay. Veldrin and Spirit. Bruise is all suited up at 2:30 in the morning, and he's urgently walking toward the hill.
Guys, I need you to come with me.
Why?
I don't know why, but something is pulling me, and I need answers. You need to come help. I don't want to go alone, so.
Okay, I'll come.
Alright, and then I'll start walking towards the where I'm being drawn.
There's an extreme sense of urgency.
Yeah, I'm running now.
Like, you can sense fear, panic, and there is whatever this is definitely mortal.
Alright, I'm double
Wait,
dashing, sprinting towards.
Veldrin didn't or did come?
Did Veldrin come with?
Yikes. He's in trance right now.
He's in trance. Okay, then it's just Spirit coming to help.
Oh wait. We got a message in the. Oh yes, he said yes.
Okay, so as you're running, after maybe 3-4 minutes of running, you start to smell smoke.
I keep dashing.
And after 2-3 more minutes, you can see, like, the air is seemingly getting thicker, and the calling in your head is terrified. And as you run forward, you start to see little sparks, and then eventually you come to a clearing, and just probably in the 50s, 60s, 70s of trees are just completely ablaze. And there is something flying above them, and the distress is seemingly coming from that.
Alright, so just so I'm picturing this right, basically a whole area is like ablaze, and there's a flying creature above it panicking?
Yes.
Alright.
There's a flying creature above it that is seemingly calling to help in your mind.
Okay, can I try and get the flying thing's attention? Or can I see what the flying thing is at first?
Yeah, roll perception. Just because it's kind of far away.
Alright, perception is a 14.
It looks like a brightly colored wolf with what looks like Technicolor eagle's wings.
Holy shit.
Radical.
And it is radical.
Oh shit.
Okay. Alright, Alright, I'm going to try and get its attention. Like, I'm gonna take my axe, I'm gonna wave it up in the air, and I'm gonna tell my flame spirit to like get on top of the axe. So as I'm waving it, it's like a beacon in the sky.
Yeah, it looks down at you and it like banks in the air, like 90-degree turn, and just swoops down and lands before you, and it's looking up at you like with visible fear.
What?
What's the matter, pal?
What is that thing?
I have no clue, Spirit. Let me try and figure this out. I mean, I can't cast Speak with Animals because it's a ritual for me.
Yeah.
We gotta stop this fire.
How? It backs up and it zooms back towards the fire, and it starts using its wings to like blow massive gusts of air to trying to put it out.
All right. Spirit, Veldrin, do y'all have any means of putting out this fire?
No.
Come on, we gotta think creatively here, guys.
I can't do anything.
All right. Question. Can I use my berries that are blue, cold berries?
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to throw one at a tree that's on fire. Just
roll strike.
All right. Oh crap. All right. Strength. Just basic strength.
Flex.
Okay. That is a 14.
Okay.
Middling roll.
I know.
The berry doesn't pop on the tree, unfortunately. It just kind of just bounces off.
I'm gonna. All right. Is the fire like on the ground or is it just on the trees?
It is within the trees. It's almost like a radius. If it's coming from anywhere, it's firing.
All right.
Can Veldrin cast arcane weapon on? Oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Can Veldrin cast arcane weapon on his hammer with giving it the cold attribute on his throwing hammer, and then throw it to see if he can just, well, actually, that probably wouldn't do too much, but it's the best thing Veldrin can do, so I'll try it anyway. And he's gonna just use the arcane weapon and put the cold on his hammer, and then see if he can try to pat the fire out with a cold hammer.
Are you throwing it, or are you like? This is like a
I guess.
raging forest fire.
Oh, it's a. Oh wait, I actually was really underestimating the size of this fire, to be honest with you.
That's why I said it was like 70 trees. Like it's.
Yeah, now it's catching up in my head. Yeah, that makes sense. No, Veldrin's just kind of staring on like, yeah, no, I can't do shit about this.
Oh my god.
No, he's not gonna do. He's just gonna be like, what the fuck do I do?
Is Barry still on ground?
Yeah, it should be. I mean, I have a lot of things that can
No
enrage
way.
a fire, but I have nothing that can
Me too.
de-fire something.
Well,
I'm going to run up.
Wait. Is Spirit doing anything?
Spirit's considering doing something.
Okay.
Spirit's considering using his stupid staff of insta-growth on Barry. And Spirit will do that. Spirit will use this silly staff of make plant grow on Cold Barry.
Okay. I didn't.
Best and only staff.
So. So Spirit takes out this staff that Nero gave him a while back that he's been carrying around. He points it at the berry on the ground, and it shuffles a little bit, and then it bursts open, and roots dig into the ground, and a tree maybe the size of like it's a very, very tall tree, much taller than any indigenous to this area. And it grows to maybe like 30 feet tall and begins to bear fruit. And there are hundreds of berries just hanging from this massive tree all around it. It's got a very large canopy.
That isn't
Alright.
what I expected.
I'm gonna run to the new tree.
Mhm.
I'm gonna climb the tree. So I
Okay,
can
roll
get to
up
the
6 because it's like 30 feet tall.
Yep. It's a piece of cake for old Bruise.
Yeah, he's
Immediately falls out of
probably
the tree.
Oh, that's a good one. Athletics.
Yep.
That is a 25.
Yeah, you climb up, no problem. He's a man of nature.
Once I get up there, I'm gonna start plucking as many berries as I can, and start doing. You know that scene from Elf.
Yeah.
Yes. Snowballs.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. I'm pegging the snowballs as hard as I can, trying to make them burst on the things.
Okay.
And seeing if that works.
Give me one more athletics roll.
All right, come on, no whammies, no whammies. Okay.
Is it a whammy?
I mean, it's not good, but it's okay.
You have like a plus 7, right?
I have a +6, but so that's a 17.
That's enough. The trees that you hit,
17.
it bursts on, and they seem to ever so slightly frost over. You start extinguishing fire after fire after fire, and the wolf recognizes this, and it flies up into the tree, and it starts grabbing berries between its what appear to be. Hold up. I'm an idiot. It's like clawed feet. Its feet are almost like a combination of a wolf's paws, and it also has talons. So it just like starts grabbing handfuls and then starts spreading them out. It seems very, very comfortable with this specifically.
What a hero.
Wow.
And it starts just blasting wind in places, and after maybe 5 minutes, the size of this fire has been reduced very, very significantly. There's now maybe 10 trees on fire, and it seems you put it out, and it springs up again next to it. The fire.
Oh, that's
Okay.
nice.
I'm gonna keep kicking, and I'm gonna start hitting the trees, the outskirts of the trees, making sure it can't spread any farther. Keep it enclosed in the radius, and then start hitting the substantial fire.
So it's annoying.
It's annoying.
You like make this radius and you start putting it out, and then it springs back up, and then you put it out and it springs back up. It's almost like a trick birthday candle, and eventually it finally goes out.
Okay. Finally, Jesus. All right. I'm going to, after I see the fire is gone, I'm gonna catch my breath. I'm gonna climb up the tree a little bit more, pick as many of those cold berries as possible, and then come down.
You collect probably like, just to be able to like carry them in your arms, probably like 30 of them.
Jesus. Oh my god.
And he's gonna forget about all of them.
No, I'm gonna
Gotta keep putting in our food.
Alright. 30 added to the 8 that I already have. Alright, and I come down, and what's the beast thing doing?
So it's still flying around, and you get down, and it flies down next to you, and it looks up at you, and with great gratitude, and it bows its head, and
I bow my head too. I'm gonna start ritual. Oh, no, never mind. It's gonna take too long. I try and reach out and touch, like, and pet him.
it just closes its eyes, ears fold back, it lets you touch it. It is nothing like you've ever seen before. You've survived in nature before. You've seen what this world has to offer. This is not normal.
Alright,
This creature is also much more intelligent than any animal you've ever encountered.
alright, I'm gonna say thank you for the help with extinguishing this terrible fire. And, are you okay? Did you get hurt?
It doesn't seem to understand you.
Alright, I'm gonna start checking around its body to see if it has any wounds.
It has a small burn. It has a couple of small burns on its front, like paw talons.
Alright. I'm going to feed him a yellow pear.
How many of those?
Bruce, how many do we have left?
3.
That was the last one.
There's 3 left. I'm giving him one of the yellow pear-shaped healing roots.
It takes it and it eats it, and its paws heal over, and it once again bows its head, and it looks back at the half-charred forest with sadness.
Alright, I'm going to now ritually cast Speak with Animals.
I think while he's doing that, Spirit's gonna go to the center of the area where he saw the fire.
Spirit, you walk towards the center of where the fire was coming from. And you find what looks like igneous rock.
Like a bunch of it, or is it like?
It's
God damn it.
it's like a ball, like a rough sphere.
Like I could hold it, kind of ball, or
No, like a big ball, like 10-foot diameter.
that's a big ball.
It's a bit more amorphous than a sphere, though.
Uh huh. Some might call it an oblate spheroid.
Mm.
I can tell him I found a big ball of stone.
Stone. Can I get a hell yeah?
Alright, does my ritual succeed?
You complete your ritual. What are you saying?
Are you okay? Wait, I couldn't hear you, I'm sorry.
I'm muttering. Sorry.
Okay.
I am well now. Thank you.
What's your name?
I do not have a name. I am merely the protector of this forest.
Okay.
Although, clearly, I'm not the best.
Hey, you called for help, and that's the right thing to do when you're overwhelmed.
Thank you for your aid. I could not have.
What started this fire?
I'm not sure. Something just seemed to spring up out of nowhere and just start lighting things on fire. I couldn't keep it back. Everything I put out was just started twice fold over.
Okay. Do you have a home?
I do not have what you...
Specifically?
My home, if you can call it that, is not of this plane.
Ooh. Interesting. Well, I need to figure out a name for you.
Since a great power within you.
Within me? I don't know about that. I mean, I am pretty powerful.
No, you heard my call.
Guns.
You've been touched by nature in a truly spectacular way.
I mean, I haven't seen any evidence of that. I mean, I got beaten up by a bear, and I mean, I can hunt pretty well, but that's pretty much it.
It's more than that. Look at yourself. You're practically a giant.
Well, I guess so. I've been all the way. I've been this way my entire life. So I don't know. Anyway, I start like carrying the conversation, walking towards the center of where the epicenter of the fire was.
He pads behind you.
Oh God. Do you have any family? Anybody who cares for you?
I don't need a family. I simply do what is required.
I mean, you are the protector of this forest, so it seems like somebody should be protecting you too.
Did you not heed my call? That's exactly what that was.
I did, but I'm not. I can't always be here to help you.
It's not just you. See, it's more than just I protect this forest. I created this forest.
Wow.
I carried the first seedlings here. I have tended to it for hundreds of years. There's always something that can help.
Seems I don't mean to insult, but seems pretty lonely and boring.
Obviously.
Ooh. All right.
You have inspiration, remember.
I do have the card, which I am keeping in mind just for this purpose. Oh, maybe not. I might not be able to use it. Persuasion.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna use my card.
There we go.
I gotta make sure this works.
Alright, give me a number 1 to 10.
Can get a nat 1 from the card. Just, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, anything helps. I have a good number, but I want to make sure that I get it right. So, I'll go with here. Baldo, pick a number between 1 and 10.
Baldo, you're a bitch.
Dano said you're a bitch.
You little puppy.
Austin said, "Don't
4.
listen to Daniel."
4.
4.
I'm calling
Plus
him
9.
a pussy.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Plus 9.
Peter defended you, and then Tyler attacked you again. Wait, plus what?
9.
Yes. Oh. All right. So that's 26.
Nice.
Okay. So
We can't refuse.
after you say that, he sort of follows behind you in silence for a couple minutes. He says, "Perhaps you're right. I've needed a change of pace. What are you doing here?"
Right now I'm walking towards this big rock that I see in the distance.
Yeah, at this point, y'all arrive at the rock.
But I am keeping myself occupied by traveling with some friends and going on dangerous yet exciting adventures.
Perhaps I will accompany you for a while.
I think that's a great idea.
Oh my god!
We're getting pupper.
Super pupper.
Griffin
Super pupper.
Super puffer that has innate spellcasting.
Yes. All right. Well, if you're gonna travel with us, I gotta give you a name. I gotta think on it. While I'm thinking on it, can I inspect this rock? See if it's
Roll investigation.
Because can I? I mean, I don't know, but since I think it is primordial because I have a flame demon on my shoulder, a flame spirit on my shoulder.
Mm.
So I hope I can recognize his kin, I guess. Oh yes, I
Okay.
can. What am I rolling?
Investigation.
That's a unnatural 20.
So you're looking around it. It's like kind of amorphous, kind of circular. It's been iced over. As you're looking all over it, you do find a face. A familiar face.
A familiar face.
It is the face of those oozes that you saw back in.
Oh fuck, that's bad.
Jeez. Oh no, that's very bad.
All right. I know exactly what this is. But I think we have to kill it to put out its fire forever.
I believe it might already be dead.
Wait, what was that?
I believe it might already be dead.
Maybe. I'm not sure though. And right as I say that, I'm gonna take my axe and hit the rock.
Okay, roll attack.
Yep. Alright, that is a 19.
You crack the rock clean in half. It falls, either side falls to the floor. It's just solid stone.
Alright. Now I'm confident he's dead. So,
He gives.
What's up?
Oh, never mind.
So, are you sure you want to come back with us? It is pretty treacherous journeys.
Like I said, it's just for a while. See if it offers me any excitement.
Alright.
Besides, I live for much longer than any of you. So
Ooh.
I can just return hereafter anyway.
Alright. Alright, I start walking back to camp, I guess. And I'm doing like small chat with
Okay.
this thing.
So at this point, it's probably like 3:30 in the morning. Garrison, Erin, and Vico, y'all are still talking, still discussing, hanging out, and you see Veldrin. You see Veldrin and Spirit and Bruise come back, all covered in soot, followed by a bright technicolored wolf with eagle's wings on its back, massive ones.
What happened while you were gone? And why
Oh,
is there a
nothing.
multicolored wolf behind you?
Oh, nothing happened. I mean, we stopped an angry magma monster, and then this wonderful beast helped us, and he's gonna hang around with us for a little bit.
You said magma monster?
Yeah, the one we saw in the dungeon that we previously were in.
The spider.
I look at no
Oh, wow.
the glob.
Oh, the
Right.
club, I see.
Yes.
I look at Erin and I say, in the morning we need to tell Nero this.
I mean,
There's
I
another
don't
thing
think
from
it's.
that dungeon dead.
Oh, I thought you meant about the dog. I was gonna say it's not that easy to hide it, but yeah.
No.
But about the monster, yeah, that's probably a good call.
So
Alright.
Anyway, back to your poetry.
murder everywhere, now drop to drink. How can I fix this?
I think you could use a bit more alliteration.
I'm a big assonance guy myself.
That's good.
This is what the wolf looks like.
Oh God.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, it's so,
he's so
cute.
He's
Where'd you send it?
the little pupper.
I put it on the
Throw
map.
it over the map.
Let me just go.
Holy crap.
Oh.
How big is he?
That's gonna be a big
Holy
attention
damn.
seeker. This is gonna draw a lot of attention in
I mean, we
every
already
sense of the
do.
fucking word.
We already
I mean,
do.
Yes, true, but
Want to be like a natural enemy of the orcs?
Oh God.
It's another one
Natural
of those.
predator. Oh yes, I eat these every day.
My lunch, breakfast, and dinner.
Their roasted flesh tastes quite good.
I like the way their teeth tickles my throat.
Okay, so anyway, I guess y'all just go to sleep then.
Yeah, I guess.
Casual like.
I'm gonna keep doing small talk with the beast until my ritually cast speak with animals wears off, and then I'm gonna fall asleep.
Okay. He crawls up outside your tent and
I don't
just-
have a tent. But...
Yeah, he just.
he doesn't go to sleep. He just kind of watches.
Aha!
Another one.
Another insomniac.
But before Bruce goes to bed, I'd like Spirit to talk to him real quick.
Yes.
Bruce, I don't think we should talk to each other anymore.
Holy. Out of character.
Wait, what did I
Holy
miss? Holy,
shit.
my Discord just crashed.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
We just brought the house down.
This is a big shock to me, Spirit. What why?
I just think it'd be better for both of us.
Okay. Okay, fine. I'll respect your wishes. But if you ever do want to talk to me again, all you have to do is just talk to me.
All right.
And now I go to bed, and I'm gonna have nightmares of random things that Spirit does to me.
He cries.
What? Whoa!
He cries.
Heartbreaker, dream maker.
Oh god.
I'll go to sleep. And next morning, Nero, you wake up, you walk out of your tent. There's a Technicolor wolf on the lying outside of Bruce's tent.
Smite.
You know, that's pretty weird.
Is he wagging his tail like a happy doggo?
He's small sentinel right now.
Me and the dog stare.
Except he's not even that small. He's like the size of a wolf.
Yeah.
So
me and the dog stare at each other.
he's a medium-sized creature. So like.
Oh shit! He like fits into the dimensions of a human being.
Yeah.
Wow.
The wolves are pretty big.
I see Nero come out of her tent, and I walk over to her.
You see that, right?
Yeah, yes, I saw that last night. Very interesting, is it not?
Quite beautiful.
Yes. Although last night, Bruise, Veldrin, and Spirit all went to the forest, and in their journeys they encountered that slime creature. It was dead, but that lava slime creature that we ran into back in that underground place. So either Tadriel's right, and there are more of them out here in the wilderness, or Veldrin's friend is placing them in our way.
I'm gonna walk out and I'm
She's
gonna
becoming
get up.
more annoying by the minute.
Gonna go. Whoa!
Yeah, you see that, right?
I see the wolf. What did I miss?
Apparently a lot.
Veldrin, Bruise, and Spirit all went into the forest last night and came back with this thing.
Are they still covered in soot?
Yeah, probably.
They didn't shower or bathe or anything, so yeah, I would imagine.
Okay. So this woman is very annoying. To think that she would do this. It had to be close too. Like so the forest was burning, right?
I have no idea if it was.
I mean,
all I know
so
is they went off and they came back covered in soot. A lot of things. They did encounter a slime, that lava slime. So
yeah. So and if it was
I right
alive,
then?
well, if it was alive, then that means, it could either be Tadriel's right and there's more out in the wild, or she's putting it in our way.
I don't know. You'd have to ask Bruise or Spirit or Veldrin if it was still alive when they found it or not.
I doubt that she's it's like being put away. The last thing we found was dead. And if this one was alive and causing chaos, the last one was clearly little more than a message, I believe.
Oh, if she did send this one out, then it is definitely a message. She doesn't want us to continue if she did do this. But why? God damn this woman.
Veldrin is slowly
Can
becoming
Nero
more
roll
and more.
intelligence?
Veldrin is slowly becoming more and more angry with Nero the more she says, "God damn this woman."
Can Nero roll intelligence real quick?
Yep. 12.
The name Veldrin was yelling was Bianca.
Oh yeah, I know. I just had called her a name.
There's no real reason to.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I am becoming more and more angry. No, I'm joking, but I wish Veldrin knew you were doing that on purpose, because he'd fucking destroy you.
Okay.
What are you drawing?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh no, he's hot.
I pump John. That's what I do.
Oh my Jesus.
I
But
curl John is what I do.
so Nero and Erin are both very learned. Can y'all both roll me history?
Let's go.
Yes, I can.
Wait,
And I'm actually gonna be
15.
nice for this.
I think Spirit's a very learned person. Can he make a history?
17.
17.
That's more than me. I got a 15.
Okay, so the two of y'all would have read of legends of spirits that founded the world's forests and tend to them and protect them. They're called Shamrosh.
Shamwow?
Shamwow?
No. And Garrison, you would probably know. Erin, you would probably know that they are magically inclined.
So this
that's
is
all that y'all really know.
Okay.
Can I'd like to cast Speak with Animals and...
Actually, wait. Something else. Tadriel, you also roll history.
Oh shit.
All the party does now, we just can't speak with animals.
Yeah, Tadriel
Yes.
can't speak with animals with the spells he doesn't have. I roll a 10.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
You don't remember
Yeah,
much,
baby.
but this thing seems familiar to you. In the sense of it's a celestial. Okay, so
I say something in celestial to it, like just like out of curiosity, because I feel like I get that vibe from it, you know.
its ears perk up.
Oh.
What are you saying to it in celestial?
I'm gonna say, do I know you?
Do I know you?
Its ears perk up, and it looks at you, and it just sort of stares.
I'll take that as a maybe.
Am I awake at this point, or am I still sleeping?
I say we definitely.
I think everyone would be awake at this point.
All right.
Gonna say to everybody, yes, he's a good team player. I say we bring him with us.
I'm fine with it. As long as it's
So Erin is casting Speak with Animals.
Yeah. Also, what's the name of the spirits again?
A Shamrosh. CHAMROSH.
Shamrosh.
Yes.
Okay.
Shamrosh. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Got it.
Shamrock.
Okay. I cast Speak with Animals.
The Shamwoohoo.
And I say hello. Do you understand me?
It looks at you and it like looks up from its. Sorry, it's looking at Tadriel and then it looked at you and it's just. God, wait, what did you ask it? Sorry.
Do you understand me?
Yes, can you understand me?
Indeed, I can.
Can we understand the dog?
No.
No.
Does
Okay.
this mean that Erin is speaking celestial?
No.
No.
No, because we can't understand it.
We can't understand.
Because the dog can't speak Celestial. Well, it can understand, but it can't speak it.
I see. Oh.
So this is like beast speech, is what it is. So it says another magically inclined.
Yes. I suppose you are some sort of guardian spirit? Jamrosh, perhaps?
Bingo.
I see. I suppose I should introduce myself. I'm Erin. I very much like to get to know you. I am a professor of history by trade, and you seem like you have seen a lot of history.
Indeed, I have. Unfortunately, only from the perspective of this forest. So if you're looking for history of your civilization, I don't know much.
I mean, any history is good to learn. Any knowledge is good knowledge. Although, I should probably not grill you with questions, but I would like to ask one thing. How did you...
It comes as close as a wolf can to grinning. It says, your curiosity is interesting to me.
Yes, it's as the Tragedians would say, my curiosity killed the cat and all that, but I would like to know.
As did I.
I'd like to know how you came to. What exactly were you doing before you began the forest? Was there any sort of before? Or did you come into being for that purpose?
I have not always guarded this forest. It's my job as the spirit of nature is to bear seeds where they're needed to their destined place, and to expand forests, and to make sure that nature survives.
And so, as long as you can remember, you have guarded a forest?
Yes. It has not always been this one. There have been others, but I did bear the first seeds of this forest, and I would say that this is probably the biggest I have.
On a more frivolous note, do you have a favorite tree?
I quite like cherry blossom.
Huh. As do I. And that's where I'll end the conversation.
Okay.
So what did I miss?
Not much.
Just Erin talking to the dog.
Nothing of import.
Which I'm very glad, because I looked up, there's a chart in here for how intelligent, like based on intelligence, how like there's like animal speech patterns are, and it has the minimum requirement of 8 to carry conversations and understand languages. That it like so. To like it starts out as one word speech patterns all the way to like complex, like, you know. Anyway, sorry, I'm just nerding out over stibbles. So what is happening
dude.
This morning?
I'm gonna make sure all the other orcs are up. I'm gonna say, I believe this should be one of we're getting close. Is this our final day of travel?
Yes.
Sorry.
We're close now. This should be this is the final leg of our journey. You'll be seeing home soon. Come on. And I say we travel in a very similar marching order to when we were approaching the desiccated spider.
I do as well.
Yeah.
The petrified spider corpse.
I don't like the warnings.
Today goes off pretty much without a hitch. Surprisingly enough. Nothing stands out, and y'all actually make it back before nightfall. And
beautiful.
As you get closer,
can I do something at the night? I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Alright.
Wait, at the night? Like...
Well, didn't we just go to sleep?
No, this is like well into the next day. All of that stuff that just happened in the morning.
Alright,
after.
So, when it's nighttime, I'd like to do something.
Like, this night? Y'all are getting to
this
the...
upcoming night.
Okay, well, y'all are arriving at the village before nightfall. So
when we're all tucked in our little huts, I'd like to do something.
Right. So y'all have arrived as you approach the guards at the gate. The watchtower, the orcs in the watchtowers outside, alert the rest to your presence.
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
And
Oh,
oh god, wait.
Is it the guard?
Yes.
Is it
These are the guards.
Lurog?
Oh, your friend Lurog, was it?
Yeah, the first one we met.
Yeah, he's around, but when y'all first arrive, y'all are the orcs in the towers. First of all, after heralding your return to those that are out there, those that are about, they then come down to bring you to meet up with the chieftain, as well as to get the orcs that you have with you all patched up properly and get them some rest.
Yes. We have
So you all
Celebrate in the meat hall.
walk into the I guess I would call it a throne room. And Goldirk is in there and says, "You've actually returned. I am impressed."
Did you doubt us?
Well, strength in numbers tends to be a bit more effective as he looks at Orthark in the corner.
Indeed. Well, we have returned with most of your men. Sadly, 2 of them did pass.
They're alive?
They are. They're in the, I don't know what you would call them, but hospitals.
Nursery.
Nursery. Thank you.
Infirmary,
Infirmary, that's it.
Yeah, infirmary.
Clinic.
There's about 6 of them, right?
Yeah.
6 of them.
3 and 3.
He looks down at his mechanical hand.
Your son was
for a second.
He's in the infirmary as well.
Weren't they all his sons?
I don't think all of them were his sons.
Looks up at
busy.
Rafu, when he was introducing himself, said, "And these are my brothers."
Oh, okay. I thought I didn't. Okay.
Damn.
I took that as like a sign. It's just like these are my
Battle brothers.
Yeah.
Battle brothers.
No, brothers. That makes sense.
Be
He looks down at his mechanical hand and at his scarred arm, and he looks at Ulthark, and you see just slight tears in his eyes, and he stands up, and he says, "Thank you all greatly," and he just walks out.
Yeah, I let him through.
Yeah, he just walks right out. Ulthark in the corner is like shaking.
Shooketh.
Shook.
I mean literally.
Quivering.
Yeah, quivering.
No.
Like a little
He looks like
bitch.
He looks not like out of fear, like out of anger.
Mm-hmm.
He's been enraged.
Angry.
So-
He's angry.
Angy monkey.
Doesn't have his chicken tendies.
Nero turns to Uthark. So, I've heard from them that you were the one to send them out one by one, correct?
That's none of your business. And he steps forward, and then says, God. He says, he doesn't deserve his legacy. God. That. Okay, there we go. He doesn't deserve his legacy. He already ruined mine. And then he just stomps out of the building as well.
A man who sentences people to die does not deserve it as well.
So salty.
As he walks off.
Big upset.
Yeah, big upset.
So who's left in the donut? They both stomped out.
Yeah, well, Goldirk walked out very gingerly and Ulfark stomped out.
Okay. Is anyone left in there, like guards or something?
Yeah, there's guards and also the shaman is still in the back.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to ask the foremost guard, do we still have lodgings here? Just asking if they're still available.
Oh, yes, you should still have lodgings.
Nice.
I'm sorry that you had to come in such a time of unrest in our community.
Glad we could be of service, though.
Yes, right.
Well, Spirit's about to make it worse for you. Prepare for the Dragonborn invasion.
They're coming as we speak.
Do you hear them? Do you hear their slithery scales?
Do you hear the dragon sing the song of
angry man?
Oh no.
So yeah, y'all are now currently in.
Yeah. I'm gonna go up to the shaman after everyone leaves.
Okay, well, is everyone leaving or?
I'm going.
Michael, check DMs and yes.
Check the smithing shop.
I'm gonna discuss that with you after.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go
check. No, not you, Tyler.
Oh wait, I don't need a nap.
What was that, Garrison?
I said I'm gonna go take a nap. Oh wait, I don't need a nap.
Sad face.
Oh wait.
I am just gonna go sit in the room though.
Yeah, same.
You know what? No, Veldrin's not just gonna leave. Veldrin's going straight to the forge to find out some metal because he needs to.
Is anyone else going to the forge, or is it just Veldrin?
Spirit will follow Veldrin.
I was gonna go to the forge. I was gonna once again bring up that favor I asked Veldrin.
Okay, so Veldrin walks in. I'm assuming y'all are kind of tailing behind because Veldrin's probably kind of stompy, head forward. Don't think about what's behind you right now. So Veldrin, you walk in, and Goldirk isn't in there right now. But Tanya is currently just like is out in the front first of all, and she's just sitting in a chair in the corner, just like with her head in her hands.
Rough day for you too.
She just looks up at you, and you can. It is very obvious that she has been crying profusely, and she just says, "What do you think?" And then goes back to it. Tadriel and Spirit.
I think I'm right.
At this point. Oh my god. I'm just so bad with women. Alright. Tadriel and Spirit walk in, and you just see Veldrin talking to Tanya, which I don't think. Have either of them seen Tanya before? I know that.
No, he has not.
Yeah, so
it was just me and Bruise. It was just me and Bruise.
Veldrin talking to an orcish woman who's sitting in the corner sobbing.
Interesting. Anyways.
Spirit knows the feeling.
Yeah.
That's not my Nero crying, so I don't care.
Tadriel,
You guys-
this is something. This is something you need help with. I can clearly see you're upset. Is there anything I can do for you? Is it?
Aside from, let's see. Wait. No, she just ignores you.
No.
Oh.
Probably stop talking. That'll help.
Veldrin, I wanted to ask you again about that favor. If you don't mind, I could pay you if you really desire.
Don't worry about paying me. Just you need an amulet, just of your symbol and your stupid chest.
Just turn my symbol into an amulet.
Fine. Alright. I guess Veldrin's just gonna do that. I guess he's gonna start up the forge, unless it's already going, not sure. But he's just gonna, I guess, do that to just kind of like help relax himself.
Tadriel's just standing there with the symbol on his chest, like posing.
Veldrin does not look up because he has a pretty good idea of what it looks like from how many times he's seen that symbol glow.
Yeah, Veldrin.
Spirit gives Tadriel the stink eye.
So Veldrin gets to work, and he just makes a simple amulet pretty easily. Here's a question: how much effort is I have a guess at this, but how much effort is Veldrin putting into this amulet?
He is swinging his hammer as hard as he can with every swing.
Yeah, so it's not terribly ornate. It is still well crafted, but it is like it's well crafted. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it gets the job done.
Give Veldrin a hug.
Veldrin attempts to dodge the hug.
Contest grapple.
Forge dies.
So we're just testing athletics checks.
It is Tadriel's athletics versus Veldrin's athletics or acrobatics.
I mean,
have fun with that.
Oh.
Acrobatic.
16.
Nope.
Gotta cut it.
Oh. Oh no.
Tanya's just looking at this like, what?
Hi.
I sound like very genuine, and I just thank you so much. I can't thank you enough for this. I'd like very genuine, very happy.
And Veldrin just, can you please let go? You're crushing me.
Sorry. And then he lets go.
And Veldrin just hands him the amulet and then grabs another piece of steel and just starts heating it up so he can just start forging away at something else. He doesn't even know what.
Tanya eventually. Does Spirit stick around? Also,
yeah.
I'm assuming Tanya will probably leave after that.
I walk out. I leave.
Yeah. So the Spirit's just sticking around. So Tanya eventually, like, calms down, stops crying, and she stands up. She steps over towards Veldrin, and she says, "Do you know the story of how my father became chieftain?"
Not at all.
He and Ulfak are brothers.
Wait, you want to say it again?
He and Ulfak are brothers.
I'm surprised.
The only thing that a lot of these men care about is their life, is their heir. Ulfak was barren. And out of jealousy, as the elder, being the chieftain, he intentionally sent my brothers, one by one by one, to die. I had held out hope that maybe they had escaped, survived. But now, I guarantee you, Ulfak is going to kill them himself. Because Ulfak has nothing left to lose. Have you ever heard of the...
Ever heard of what?
Have you ever heard of the ritual of the blades?
No.
Saw those scars on their arms?
I'm sorry, it's really hard to hear you for me for some reason. Can you say that one more time?
Have you seen those scars on their arms?
A couple times while Goldark was working. Why?
They take swords in front of the whole village. And they go back and forth, taking a cut. The first one to pass out loses. That is how my father challenged him, knowing that he could rebuild his arm. He decided to up the stakes. And so, in order to completely ruin Ulfak's name, he raised the stakes to something that he knew he wouldn't meet. To put hammer.
Yeah, Belgian does not know what to say to this.
Obviously.
Belgian does not know what to say.
Obviously, Ulfak refused, which is why he has no standing. Guarantee you, he will stop at nothing to get revenge. My brothers are in the infirmary now. I guarantee you he will. Tonight, he will not let them see tomorrow. And that's where we're getting the session. Oof.
God damn it, I don't even get to know what I went through.
You don't even get Nero to talk to the shaman.
Michael.
Yes?
Can I do something? Right before we end? A small thing.
if it's like that night hasn't happened yet. So
Oh, okay. Okay, never mind.
you can.
I want to know what the shaman says.
Well, you'll figure out next
I
time.
was gonna try talking to him
Next
again as
time.
well, but it was about something.
On
I was
Peaceful
just
Heart.
I was gonna have another conversation with the doggo, and I was gonna name him. But-
We're
Next
gonna
session.
A lot of things for next session.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of things.
You don't need spirit anymore. You got your doggo and your fire buddy.
We still
I
need
was
spirit.
very, very shocked. when
Yeah,
he said
I
that.
literally Discord crashed. So I'm not even- I came back. I can't
Yeah.
speak with you anymore. What?
Like it's like the equivalent of a dude, like of somebody like coming up to you and saying like, I can't be seen with you.
Exactly. And you have no idea why.
What did I do?
Something you said? Like,
My God, it's just yeah.
damn.
Anyway, that was good. It was great.
I feel like the encounter with Bianca could have gone better, but it's whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, there was... You see, the funny thing is, there was no, like, route in... Like, I had a couple of ideas of how that conversation was gonna go, and there was not a route in my mind that thought, what if he just pisses her off?
That wasn't my intention, really. Like, literally, my intention with it, from the very moment you introduced her that early, was like, I'm gonna have Veldrin try to keep up the act. And I thought that she was gonna be more forceful against it. But then when you
Called him out. She called him out, and then he was like, nope, don't know what you're talking about. She's like, the fuck?
No, okay.
I haven't seen you
did
in
do
6
that.
months. I thought you were dead, and now you're trying to pretend that you don't exist.
Yeah.
The fuck?
He died inside.
Yeah.
What did I miss?
I didn't play it well.
Yeah, that was
Oh, we
that
killed
was,
God.
that was interesting. That's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
at
Daniel,
all
we
what I
killed
thought was gonna
God.
go. And now he's haunting us. Like what?
Yeah. So I held him down while Bruise kicked the shit out of him, and then Nero stabbed him with a knife.
Always leaving me out
Wait,
of the fun
what?
stuff.
Yeah, sorry. Murder everywhere, not a drop to drink for you.
Yeah.
Hey, the music. Hey, Daniel, the music still fit even though you weren't here.
Yeah, you really did.
It does.
This is the first time Tadriel talked to anyone.
True. Yeah.
I'm so happy.
With this session, at least, there were a lot of moments of one person talking to someone for a really long time.
Yeah.
And I apologize, but those sections kind of needed to be as long as they were.
Oh yeah. I don't doubt you, bro.
No, of course, yeah. It was good. Guten.
I love how
thanks to the people for watching. Thanks
Who
for
did that?
watching. This is the outro. Goodbye.